Hi, so here's a short bonus video about how to deal with the fast. So when I lived in India many years ago, I fasted once for 7 days. I drank water, and on the 4th day I had a very small slice of papaya just to give me energy to climb the mountain. I had to go meet the Dalai Lama. That's a whole different story. And people ask me, how did it feel? Wow, fasting for 7 days. And to be honest, I just was really hungry for 7 days. So what's the key to being able to get through this fast? The first key is, and they express it very well in Spanish, I learned in Nicaragua this year, how you say I'm hungry in Spanish is tengo hambre, which really means I have hunger. And this is really one of the main keys. Once you start saying I am hungry, you identify with the hunger. And it's very hard to fight it. If your whole consciousness is just saying I am hungry, then it's like, so I need to eat. If, however, you objectify the hunger and just say, I have hunger, I have hunger, now you can choose what to do with it. So I have hunger, great. So I have hunger, do I have to eat now? No, not necessarily. I have tiredness, do I have to sleep now? No. Once you see that you have these things and you don't identify with them, and they're not who you are, you can then choose what action you're going to take. So I have hunger means, okay, so I have hunger. It doesn't mean I have to eat. One of my favorite masters when I lived in India was called Krishnamurti, and he actually died of terribly painful stomach cancer. And one day the doctor came into him and said, how do you feel? And Krishnamurti said to him, I've got a terrible pain in my stomach. So the doctor said, okay, I'll go and get you some painkillers. And Krishnamurti said, no, I don't need painkillers, you don't understand. I just said I've got a terrible pain in my stomach. It doesn't bother me. I'm just aware that it's there. Now, I'm not on that level at all, but really it's an idea we can use in the fast. So every time you feel a bit of hunger, just say to yourself, okay, there's hunger. I don't need to eat, that's fine, rather than, oh, I'm hungry, which then makes you want to eat. That's the first tip. Objectify the hunger and then you can deal with it. For me, another tip, and it was easier due to lots of the volunteer work I did in the countries, was to think about many other people in the world who are feeling hungry today, but they're not going to eat a nice meal at the end of the day. They're going to not have any food, and they're going to be hungry every day, and maybe every day for the rest of their lives. Now, this tool isn't meant to be used if you're going to feel guilty about yourself, so don't use it if it's going to be a guilt thing for you. But you can use it as a way for you to appreciate that you have food, and therefore just know, you know what, people have it much worse than me, and if people can survive and live when they have it much worse than me, then I can survive for the rest of the day. That's the second tip. Third tip is just know that this is not going to last forever. It's very much linked to the second tip, but you know that at the end of the day you're going to have food. It's going to be there, and this really is a key to any suffering in our life, any pain we have in our life. Just understanding that at some point it is going to come to an end. And knowing that it's going to come to an end really will help you deal with it in the present moment. Because if it seems like it's going to go on forever, it's very hard to deal with it. But once you realize that it's not going on forever, you can deal with it in the moment. So those are my 3 tips. Number 1, just say I have hunger. Number 2, appreciate that some people have it much worse than us. Number 3, realize and find strength in the fact that it's not going to last forever. Also, on a more spiritual level, you can realize that this bit of discomfort you are going through physically can help you tap into the discomfort that maybe we should be feeling a bit spiritually by not reaching our potential. Once again, I mentioned in the other videos, shouldn't be too much discomfort, we should use it and move on. But take that physical discomfort and use it to remind you what the idea of the day is. The idea of the day being to find a bit of discomfort in not reaching our potential, and then move on from there. Good luck.